Real guys, real sport. Bar TV.
Welcome everybody listening out there and watching out there for Bar TV's coverage of the New South Wales Junior Gold Cup. The best of the under 17s Australia-wide, brought to you today by the New South Wales Waratahs. Today our matchup is the Hunter, the team hailing from the Hunter region, versus Sydney Northwest. Out here today at number 2 Sports Ground in the heart of Newcastle. One of the best regional grounds in Australian rugby here. And today we've got an epic matchup with two strong teams, two teams of kids looking to play, looking to further their careers. We'll just run through the Sydney Northwest side. Firstly, our two props today. Number 1, loosehead Lorenzo Marr. Number 3, the tight head today, Christian Souvalatos. The hooker today is Nick Dolly. Our locks, number 4, Tom Robson. Number 5, Clayton Anstey. 6, the blindside flanker, Daniel Lombardi. 7, James Lynch. Our number 8 today is Jack Brewer, and he'll be captaining the side. Number 9, the scrum half, is Dmitry Chipizabov. Number 10, the fly half, Matt O'Hara. One winger on the left is Riley Alcorn. The right winger is Felito Van Workum. Left centre today is Bradley Meehan. The outside centres, Penny Tuatupo. And of course the 15 today is Kyle Park. For the Hunter side getting a few players back from injury today. So our front row, our props today, number 1, Nick Siriotis. Number 3 is Mick Ruitt. Our hooker today is Finan Tufa'au. Number 4, our locks is Peter Beetham and Cade Robinson. Our breakaways today, Max Swannenberg and Jager Collins, who's going to be the captain of the Hunter side today. And number 8, James Robinson. Halfback today is Max Stafford. Our fly half, number 10, Darcy Searle. Our two wingers today is Max Carfey on 11, Scott Tristan, number 14. Our two centres today, Hayden Thompson. Lachlan Bradford is the outside centre. And the fullback today is Talogo Lalaga. And Talogo Lalaga, he's a member of the Emerging Sevens program. So for the Hunter side, he's one to watch out for as the two sides now enter the fray, enter the park, led out by the Sydney Northwest side. The captain today, as we mentioned before, Jack Brewer, leading his side out. The Sydney Northwest side playing in the purple, while the Hunter side playing in the predominantly white. Out here today at number 2 Sports Ground in Newcastle, the home of the Hunter region, the home of Hunter rugby. As we wait now for the Hunter side to come out on the field. We've got an absolutely magic day here in Newcastle today. We've got a bumper crowd. There's not a seat left in this grandstand, so you'll probably hear the crowd noise as the Hunter side now comes out, led by their captain, Jager Collins, to a rousing supporter base here in Hunter. They love their rugby in the Hunter region. And of course, the New South Wales Junior Gold Cup here today. There's Hunter Gold side. Much fancy. They've got a couple of players here to look out for. Darcy Searle and Hayden Thompson, both members of the New South Wales side. And as we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Lalaga, he's one to watch out for. He's part of the Emerging Sevens side.
Bradford and Lalaga have swapped. Lalaga's got 13.
Yeah, so we do have a last-minute change. Bradford's gone to fullback and Lalaga has moved into the centres. And we thank all our viewers out there listening into Bar TV. Of course, you can listen to us all over the internet and find us on Facebook, find us on Twitter at Bar TV Sports, and of course our YouTube channel, Bar TV Sports. As the Sydney Northwest side getting in the huddle, as is custom these days at all levels of rugby. The Sydney Northwest side will be kicking off, running towards the junction end. And the Hunter side in the white will be running towards the Market Town end here at number 2 Sports Ground. So the halfback with the ball, Chipizabov. Be looking to put this one probably deep and use the wind. The breeze is coming from the coast, so they'll be kicking into the wind. And that's a good start to the match. And Sydney Northwest come up with a good in the air there on the far side of the field. Taking it up nicely there, the big lock, Robson. Look for him to do that all day, but Hunter driving the Sydney Northwest side off the ball, but looks pretty even, and it's going to be called a knock-on here for the first scrum of the game here at number 2 Sports Ground. So the two packs, as you can see in your screen there, pretty evenly matched. Speaking to the Hunter coaches before the game, they have been working on their scrummaging during the week, so the Sydney Northwest side, not a team that's going to be pushed around, so it should be a good battle up front here as the teams crouch. And the Hunter backline is set deep, so look for them to run it here. Not play field position. It's going to be a short arm penalty. No, referee's going to make them pack one more time. And a great initiative here from the New South Wales Waratahs to cover these match of the rounds for this Under-17s Gold Cup. Of course, the future of Australian rugby playing out here today, and the future of the Waratahs as well. And that's a better scrum there. Happy with that, taken off the back. And they'll kick downfield, playing field position, and that's a good kick with a pretty good chase on the end of it. He's going to be under pressure here. He's taken well there. Park, the fullback for Sydney Northwest. He's going to have to use it. Yes, that's going to be a penalty, and well deserved, because that was a very good chase there by the Hunter side. Led well by the number 12 in Thompson. As we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, he's one to watch out for. Oh, he nearly hasn't made touch there, though. The Hunter fly half. Darcy Searle. So they've got a couple of numbers out of the line out here. Looks like they have dropped 3 from the line out. So they've got the 2 locks and the breakaway and Swannenberg out.
Let's go, Hunter. In.
So a little set piece here. Lalaga looks like he's scheming around the back for the Hunter side. That's not a well executed line out there. So Sydney Northwest now have the ball.
No advantage, knock on.
It's going to be called a knock on off the top. And rightly so. The referee today, James Adern, coming all the way from Sydney, a Central Coast product. So doing well, rising up the rugby ranks at the moment. Now Chipizabov here, he's got options both sides of the scrum, so I dare say he'll probably go directly or just to his right there on the short side, and they'll look to try and kick long. They are kicking into the breeze though, so look for it to end up on about the 20-metre line here, or the 22. Oh, he's gone open. It's a little knock on in goal. He's going to call the knock on. So it's going to be a 5-metre scrum here for the Hunter side, and they're putting all sorts of pressure on this Sydney Northwest side early on in the match. And coach Andy Fairfull won't be happy with his side's commitment to these set pieces at the beginnings of this match. Nearly 4 minutes gone. So the Hunter side with numbers to the left and numbers to the right. Lager is lined out to the left, so expect them to go from the big number 8, James Robinson, and go to that big blind side they've got. The referee just not happy with the 2 halfbacks there jostling for position, as we can see on screen, having a bit of a laugh to each other. He's giving him a little kick in the knee there. A little bit of gamesmanship. We don't see that too often, especially in the junior ranks. Obviously been watching the heroes in the Super Rugby at the moment, Phipps and and Co. Genia. He's in his ear. You can see him revving up his troops here, the Hunter halfback in Stafford. Good position here, though, for the Hunter side. And Lalaga's set very, very flat. So maybe look for the big number 8 to be coming around on this blind side. No, they go open. Nice little ball inside. He goes without it, though. Won't be happy with that one. I believe it was Bradford there. Lalaga's dropped back to fullback. But this is good. Good defence here by the Hunter side, driving the Sydney Northwest side back. It's going to be called a knock-on, though, for Hunter. Referee playing advantage, and it was a pretty long advantage, I thought. They advanced up the field probably 5 metres. As the Hunter side just taking their time here at this scrum set piece. The wingers have dropped back, so it looks like the Sydney Northwest side's going to clear this one deep, and they'll want to find the line. There's a very strong breeze, and this is a good scrum here by the Hunter side, but referee not happy with it, and they look to attack straight away. The Sydney Northwest side, they've got numbers out. Oh, and that's a good bumping, surging run there by Tui Tupo. He's one to look out for, Tui Tupo. He's normally a breakaway, but he's found his mark in the centres, and this is good, strong running. This is better stuff here by the Sydney Northwest side as they take the ball up the field through a few phases here, and that's another good run there by James Lynch. Yeah, good hands there, and he's got pace on the outside, and he's taking out well, and a copybook tackle there by Max Carfey, and that's as good as you'll see. As we go now to a line out, the Hunter side just struggling with the breeze in that first line out, so again they're going to drop a few players out. This is good tactics here by the Hunter side. I don't know if that was exactly straight, and this is a big run there by Peter Beetham. Big fan club here as well, Peter Beetham. The crowd goes up when he gets the ball. That's going to be called a penalty here for the Hunter side. So the Sydney Northwest side just lacking a little bit of discipline at the moment. And that's a good kick, getting them to about the 10 metres out. 10 metres out here, so they'll be very, very happy with that. And that's a great kick there by Darcy Searle, who, as we mentioned, has played for the New South Wales side already. So he's already on the radars of bigger and better things. Well, that's a nice little short set piece move off the line. But Tafawa now, he's just kicked the ball out. Tower 4. So he's going to get another chance at it. It's gone to the back, and again it hasn't gone straight, and Sydney Northwest come up with it. And that's a good run up to the 22. O'Hara was calling for it, but no, they go to the captain. He's caught an imposing figure. Yeah, and that's good phase play there. The breakaway in Lynch just taking the next phase, and they're up the field. And this is a good little break here by the halfback. He's got support and he gets it, but the winger there knocking on Van Workum, but the work was all done there by Chip Isabov, the young halfback, and he looked like he was going to go all the way, but just run down by the Hunter side and not being able to hold onto the ball. And that's the first chance they've had this game, and still the tussle between the halfbacks goes on. A little bit of push and shove, little nudge to the ribs there, and that's what we like to see. Good smart footy, just trying to put each other off their games at the moment, and this is good stuff here by both sides. Yeah, referee not happy with that. The scrum just collapsing there. He'll probably take a look at the other side of the scrum now. Big Ruitt on the other side, hailing from South Africa, now calling Newcastle home. I just look for the number 9 from Sydney Northwest to maybe tap the ball in out of the Hunter player's arm. No, and that's a good scrum again. And Searle passing the ball out, stepping inside. Going out, he's got support. Searle with the ball. Lalaga with the ball. Nice little flick pass to his winger who dances around. They're going to have to get support to the breakdown, the Hunter side, and they do. That's going to be a penalty. The Sydney Northwest side just losing their feet at the death. Young Scott Tristan, the winger on the far side, doing well to set up the ball there for the Hunter players to come around in support. And it's been all Hunter, you might say. We had that little break before by Chip Isabov, and that's going to be another loss of the line out here for the Hunter side. So they're going to have to fix that. The ball coming out wide now. Oh, that's a good run there by Lombardi. Nice long ball out to O'Hara, who gives a nice little short ball to Bradley Meehan. Oh, dummy again by Chip Isabov. They're going to work a short blindside, and they do it well. And here we go. Can he get support? No, he dances, he jinks. Just taken down, probably 45 metres out now, so good time to getting some phases together. And they go wide straight away. They've got numbers, but it's a poor pass, so they should be able to scramble, and they do, the Hunter side. The ball comes out. O'Hara with it. Oh, and he's made a bust up the centre. Bradley Meehan, little chip over the top, but it looks like the Hunter side will clean up, and yes, they do. And that's good play there, and he's put it down. That's good thinking by the winger, Scott Tristan, putting the ball down, so being able to bring the ball out, and yeah, that's a nice kick downfield, just catching the Sydney Northwest unawares, Darcy Searle, but big Lorenzo Marr has the ball, and he bumps off one. No, he's got caught around the bootlaces, but Sydney Northwest are going to be there, and his boot goes flying out the back as well. Yeah, nice flat ball there to Souvlados. Takes the ball close to the halfway line, and Meehan here, the centre, just taking it back into his forwards. He's been pretty strong in these opening exchanges, and they look to go long, and here he is. The breakaway comes centre to a Tupou, taking the ball in, not making many metres, so they go the blind side, and he's got support there, the big lock. And that's going to be a dangerous kick, but Lalaga spills the ball and it goes out. So this is the first opportunity here for the Sydney Northwest side to attack from inside the 22 off a set piece. So let's see if this win plays havoc in the line out here for the Sydney Northwest side, as big Lorenzo Marr coming from the field. He went down with a bit of an ankle injury, but looks like he's all right now. So unlimited interchange for the front row in this Gold Cup competition. Of course, the New South Wales Waratahs bringing you the Junior Gold Cup today, and we thank them for having us here for Bar TV. Of course, if you want to get involved in the game, go to Bar TV Sports at Facebook or Twitter as well, as the ball comes off the line out there, and so not having much luck at that set piece and just juggling it there. And the Sydney Northwest side, they're a little bit isolated. They look to attack, don't look to kick as he gets the ball away, and it's a poor ball, to be honest. And It looks like the Sydney Northwest side will come in numbers, though. The Hunter chase was a little bit slow, not really what they wanted. There's the ball coming out now to Tuatupo. He bumps off one, he bumps off another. That's a good run there by Tuatupo. A little bit slow getting the ball out the back, though. Oh, that's a good hit there. That's a good solid bit of defence as the Hunter players charge through, putting pressure on, and just touched in flight there. The winger with everything to do on the far side. He's got a bit of toe as Riley Alcorn. We've seen that in previous games as Meehan bumps and dances out of a couple. Set up nicely. They're going to probably look for some phase play here. And oh, that's a good shot there on James Lynch. There's the ball coming out now. The hooker Dolly taking it in. Dolly steps, you might say. Oh, the ball. That's a nice ball out to Meehan, who gets a flick pass to his winger, who comes back on the inside and dances back on the outside. He's got plenty of toe, but no taken down. Very well there was Alcorn. Calling his players inside. Oh, he's caught by himself there. Chipisabov. It's going to be a penalty, so that's a pretty long advantage. Again played by the referee, who's having a pretty good game, is James Ardern. Let's see what this Sydney Northwest side do. I know O'Hara has got a bit of a super boot, so he's kicking into the breeze, but I'd say they're probably going to go for the line here and look to pile some more pressure on. Yes, they do. They choose the line, and that's a good kick, getting them about 10 metres out. So good chance to attack if they can get this line out right. As Dolly with the ball, the Sydney Northwest hooker. So the Hunter side here are going to have to dig deep and defend. Yeah, that's going to be called a knock on, is it? Yes, it's a knock on, and the Hunter player just getting his hand in front of Big Robson there in front of the line out. So it's going to be a scrum, and again, the Hunter side have been pretty dominant in this scrum set piece so far. So if they can dig their heels deep and hold out this Sydney Northwest side and get back up to the other end of the field where they want to play the attacking rugby. O'Hara's got a big backline set deep, though, for this Sydney Northwest side. Look for him to go to Meehan to set the play up, or even Tuatupo, the outside centre. And they go wide. O'Hara with it. Yeah, cuts it out to Tuatupo, who takes a couple in with him. They've got numbers on the blind side, but they've taken too long there at the back of the breakdown. And Robson with the ball flicks it over the top, but it goes over the top of everyone there into the touchline. So it's going to be a Hunter line out. They're going to have to see what they can do here, because this wind is causing all sorts of havoc at the set piece. As we see now, Tuafa with the ball. Nice jump there by the big number 7 in Collins, the captain. Yeah, he's cleared that. It's going to be hard to take, but no. Good opportunity now to counter for the Sydney Northwest side. As they do, get the ball out. Meehan with it now. He goes straight. He goes hard. He's still standing, and he just hands the ball off. And again, the Hunter players not wrapping up their opposition at the moment. Dolly with it. Out to Tuatupo, who manages to get the ball away to his halfback. And Chipisabov, Dimitri. And the captain there taking it forward, Brewer. Oh, it's going to be a knock on, though. They had the numbers out wide. They just needed to set up a little bit more phase play there, the Sydney Northwest side. Of course, the game here being played today at number 2 Sports Ground in Newcastle, the heart of the Hunter region. The Sydney Northwest side travelling up here today. Up the M1, of course, as it is now known. And Max Stafford here, the halfback, looking to feed the ball, as you can see. His opposite number just talking to the referee, as all good halfbacks should do. That's a better scrum by the Sydney Northwest side. They're going to look to clear it, and they do, and that's another good kick there by Darcy Searle. He's just kicking them out of trouble at the moment. It was all Hunter in the first 15 minutes, but I'll tell you what, the last 5 minutes, Sydney Northwest have come alive and got a spring in their step. As Dolly with the ball now. Referee just not happy with that one. Having a chat to his touch judge.
Just step out the tunnel, thanks. Hang on. Guys, yeah, we're out of rhythm here. Just step
And O'Hara,
just hold
his
there.
back line's quite flat, so maybe look for a little settling ball through Meehan. Or he might just cut Meehan out and go straight to Tui Tupou, and it's gone over the top, so the Hunter side looking to clean up, and they do. Darcy Searle there. They go again. Little chip over the top. Probably didn't need to do that. Ball in hand is probably what the Hunter guys need to do at the moment, and running into his own play. A bit of confusion there. Taking the ball forward, the tight end prop in Souvlados. Brewer, the captain, setting the ball up nicely. O'Hara, nice little short ball. Lombardi. Yeah, nice ball there. Oh, it's a poor pass, but Tui Tupou, he's hard to put down. The referee's not happy with something. Maybe could have played advantage there, because Tui Tupou looked like he was away. He had his winger outside him as well. It's going to be a penalty, though, to Sydney Northwest. And the Hunter side now lacking a little bit of discipline coming into these final stages. Probably 8 minutes to go of this first half. Doesn't find too much distance, just finds the line just over halfway.
Let's go, guys.
Couple of substitutes now for the Hunter side. So number 23, Ethan Frey, entering the fray, I guess you would say. Looks like Tom Underwood's come on as well in the 18. Has he? They go up for it. Not straight at all. Not straight, but going too soon there, the Hunter side. So they'll take the quick tap there, and Dimitri passing the ball out. Now Meehan has it, dummies on the inside. Nice ball to Tui Tupou, who's standing in the tackle. He gets taken down on the far side of the field, and they go the blind side. Good move there, but the Hunter have numbers and dancing around as they pass the ball out. Gee, he's been good, hasn't he? The flanker Lynch, getting the team out of trouble every time he takes the ball up, and his breakaway partner there, Lombardi. And Dolly taking the ball forward now. Pops out of the good quick ball here by Sydney Northwest as Brewer taking the ball forward, and taken well though by the Hunter side. Lacking a little bit of organisation maybe Sydney Northwest at the moment. Could. O'Hara's calling for the ball now though. They do have numbers. He takes the defence on. Just getting through the other side, but taken down nicely. Is Meehan with the ball and passing now to Tui Tupou. The ball goes to the ground.
Backwards.
The winger with it now, Alcorn. Bumping one off, showing that size doesn't matter. And here he is again. Lynch getting his side out of trouble, just cleaning up and consolidating that ball. Ball goes out nicely. Meehan with the ball again. I tell you what, he's probably been the best on park for both sides at the moment. Oh, that's a nice little break there. Dimitri with the ball, gets it away. He's got support on the outside. Park taken nicely. Taken down nicely, probably about 15 out. The ball is out. But no, the Sydney Northwest side controlling the ball again. Yeah, the flag's gone up. Referee says play on though. Yes, and listening to his touch judge, I don't think he saw the flag go up straight away. It's going to be a Hunter throw, and all the pressure coming heaped on this Hunter side at the moment. 5 minutes remaining in the first half, and I tell you what, it's been a pretty good rapid pace half of rugby as we've seen throughout all this Gold Cup tournament. And that's a good kick there by Darcy Searle. Again, getting them out of trouble. Getting them up to about the halfway line again, so the Hunter side know they've got a strike soon, so they get to the line out rapidly, but no, that wasn't straight, and referee playing advantage. Nice ball by Searle, steps back on the inside. Does Thompson getting the ball to Bradford. Bradford kicking the ball forward, probably could have held the ball in hand, I feel, but no, that's good field position though, so if they can put pressure on this line out the Hunter side, it could be trouble. Lalaga is deep, waiting for the kick here from most likely O'Hara or Park, set back there as well. Ball comes out, quick line out taken. But no, and Meehan has dropped the ball. It's his first blemish of the game. He had nobody in front of him, probably thinking about how he was going to get around his opposition and probably thinking too much, and comes up with a mistake. So good opportunity here for the Hunter side. Yes, and the Hunter side, backline set very, very deeply. It looks to me like Lalaga playing in the 13 is still playing at fullback. Bradford in the 15.
Crouch. Bind.
Hayden Thompson standing at inside centre. Oh, it's been a tight head there. Losing the ball, and Lalaga with it. Here he goes, the big... Oh, he's kept in as well. Well done, Lalaga, as he gets the ball back, and Underwood cleans up the ball. The poor pass from halfback there, and young Darcy Searle taking it forward. Nice run there by Searle as they look to come forward again. Gets the ball out. He's got support. No, he doesn't use it. But the winger does well there to clean out. It's going to be a penalty to the Hunter side, just losing their feet and coming over at the breakdown there, the Sydney Northwest side. Quick tap taken by Thompson. Thompson taking the ball forward. Yeah, nice little short ball. They need to get support. They need to get players around. And here they go. Nice. Oh, he's pushed the pass. No one in front of him, but luckily it's advantage played here. Not back 10 at that quick tap. So here we go. We've got about 2 minutes remaining here in this first half, and the score's still 0-0. With the Hunter side obviously playing in white today, running towards Market Town. They've got the breeze with him, and little switch move there. He's got no one with him though, Big Robinson. There's Searle with the ball, nice little inside ball to Lalaga. Lalaga getting pulled down about 5 metres out. Taking it forward. They've got numbers on the blind if they can use it. And he's going to get over, is he? No, is he held up? Yes, he has scored! Big Tafua Howe has scored first for the Hunter side. And that's a good try, and that was good pressure built up there by the Hunter team here. And that's the first try of the match. So Hunter now 5. Sydney Northwest 0 with a kick to come. Probably could have used his outside man, but didn't need to. He was too big and too strong. Big fin to Foa now. Darcy Selby taking the kicking duties today. So they just scored right on half-time there, the Hunter side. So Sydney Northwest won't be going into the sheds a happy side. And Warren Badger, the coach of the Hunter side, he'll be pretty happy with his side's first up effort, not leaking any points. The Searle comes around now for the kick. 5 metres in, 20 metres out. He's hit it, and he's hit it nicely. It comes around, and it's over the black dot. So coming into half-time now, the Hunter side 7, Sydney Northwest 0. We thank everyone for tuning in for the first half of Bar TV Sports and, of course, the New South Wales Junior Gold Cup. We're going to take a short break now and come back to you in about 5 minutes' time.
Real guys, real sport. Bar TV.
And welcome back, everybody, here for Bar TV Sports, covering the New South Wales Junior Gold Cup, brought to you by, of course, the Waratahs today. And we're here at number 2 Sports Ground in Newcastle. It's the Hunter side taking on Sydney Northwest. And the Hunter side in the white and red, and the Sydney Northwest side playing in the purple colours today. Probably one of my favourite rugby union jerseys, this Sydney Northwest side. I can see myself parading around in one of those. As we go now to the second half, referee James Ardern about to blow time on here at number 2 Sports Ground in the Junior Gold Cup. And here we go for the second half, and that's a long kick, and Big Robson taking it nicely on the full and taking the ball forward as well. As they go the blind side to Dolly. Dolly dancing. Ball comes out, and that's a good run by the captain there, Brewer. He runs hard and straight all day. Nice working the blind side. Good phase play here, the Sydney Northwest side, and this is what they need to do to pile on the pressure. They need to do it more down. Oh, that's a good short ball there to Robson. Look to go wide, and probably didn't need to push that past Lynch. But they come up with the referee calls knocked back. Don't know about that one.
Use it. Step. No. Stay.
Ball out nicely there to Meehan. Taken. Back on the inside, the big number 5 Lombardi, was it? With breakaway. Oh, sorry. And Meehan kicking the ball downfield. Plenty of time for Lalaga. Stops. Starts again. Puts the little chip over. He's brilliant, isn't he, as he regathers there, Lalaga. That's a good passage of play. Good individual brilliance by the fullback, playing in the 13 jersey. Taken forward here, Thompson. The ball coming out wide. Thompson. Taken nicely there by Tuatupo, Sydney Northwest side, and just not rolling away there, just finding himself on the wrong side of that breakdown of the ruck there. Darcy Searle with the ball. We've seen in the first half, he's got a pretty big boot on him. Let's see if it changes with the wind now blowing in his face. And again, the Hunter side with a couple out of the line out. So they're going to have to watch the numbers here, the Sydney Northwest side. I think maybe they had one extra in, I feel, but referee disagrees with me, but it's going to be called a knock on anyway. And the Hunter side will look to attack. They've got a couple of changes here, the Hunter side. Charlie Kelleher's come on, the big number 20. And of course, Ethan Frey came on in the first half as well. Nick Zanders now on the right wing as well for the Hunter side. So wholesale changes made at half time there by Coach Warren Badger. Of course, Badger, one of the doyens of Newcastle coaching, having a long association with the Newcastle sides, coaching the Wildfires. And the ball just knocked out of the halfback's hand there by his opposing number, but taken forward nicely by Thompson. Oh, and he's been taken well there by Dmitry Chipizabov. It's going to be called a knock on, and a little bit complacent there, and Dmitry Chipozabov just comes through and tackles him mid-kick. So, first scrum of the second half here, and the Hunter side were probably the more dominant in the first half. The Sydney Northwest side came Came back, and here they go, the Hunter side, putting pressure on again. Chipizabov puts the little chip over the top and taken nicely, though, by the Hunter. Winger, it's going to be a penalty, though. Offside. Referee not happy with the Hunter players not getting back their full distance there around that scrum, the halfback. It's been a good little battle there between the two halfbacks too, Stafford and Chipizabov. As Chipizabov goes the other way, and I tell you what, the replacement winger on the other side, he has got speed to burn coming through the number 24. Hamilton, I believe that was. So a couple of replacements as well for the Sydney Northwest side. By the looks of things, Hamilton's gone over to the far wing. And as far as I can see, that's it. So the restart now by Searle, and that's a good restart. Finding no man's land, which is what you want. But Hamilton charges onto it. Nice little ball back to Meehan. Taken well by Hunter. Taking the ball in now. Big Robson calling for it. He gets it. Charges onto it. Ball comes out again. Nice long ball there, searching by O'Hara to Lombardi. It was with the number 6 on his back. Dimitri getting the ball to O'Hara. O'Hara puts a little grubbing kick in. It's going to find touch, is it? Oh, it hits the corner post, so that's a nice little grubbing kick in the end. I thought Lalaga might have cleaned it up, but he chose not to. Of course, Lalaga in that 7's pathway program. And that's a good little desperation clearing kick. Not finding too many metres, but just giving this Hunter side a little bit of a breather here. They've been doing a lot of defending over the course of this second half. Only 6 minutes in. It's been all Sydney Northwest, albeit around centre field, but now a chance for the Hunter side to get out of trouble. As we saw in the first half, this breeze is very, very strong. So it looks like Darcy Searle is ready to clear this kick downfield. Bit of space on the blind side though here for Xander if young Robinson picks up from the back. If they choose to do so. Don't know if they will though. Score 7-0. Goes to Searle. Oh, he's going to pass it to Thompson. Thompson bumps off one. Yeah, that's a nice run there by Thompson. Good play. Oh, and coming through is Dimitri Chipizabov. Offside, though, called, and he's putting a lot of pressure on here on his halfback. Just letting him know he's there, and his opposite number, Stafford, just giving him a mouthful back, saying, I saw you there, mate, and next time it's not going to be so gracious. Yes, and making sure of it there is Searle, so the ball coming up to about 40 metres out from the Hunters line. And Oscar Nicholson here, the replacement hooker. Oh, and they've lost the line out there. They had the numbers. Sydney Northwest Meehan with the ball, cuts it out now to Hamilton on the far wing, but taken nicely. Good scrambling defence there by Hunter.
21, step, 21. Strong
in the breakdown, Sydney Northwest. Ball going, Dimitri passing it off to Lynch, it was, taking it in. O'Hara with it, nice short ball to Lombardi. Lombardi going forward, he's big, strong young kid. Getting the ball back, but it's come out. Hunter coming up with it. They just need to get players over the ball, and they do, and that's going to be a penalty. Not rolling away there, the young halfback, Dmitry Chipizabov. He's been very good this game, but a couple of penalties over the last, 5 minutes or so, just letting him down a little bit. The discipline coming out of the Sydney Northwest side. That's a nice kick from halfway as well, finding touch right on halfway from centre field. As we go now, again, the Hunter side with numbers. So 4 in. Oh, off the top. Probably could have controlled it a bit better. Stafford taken there. He's going to have to release the ball, has he? No, he hasn't. He's held on to it. The Hunter players just standing around there, not really alert. They've got numbers now. Meehan, if he can get the ball out, he does to Hamilton, who we've seen's got plenty of pace, but Park with the ball now, taking it in. Hunter scrambling again well. Ball comes out to Brewer. Brewer taking it forward. Nice run there. No one there. They're going to have to get a quick ball. They do. Nice ball. Lombardi taking it forward. Good channels there by the breakaways as well. Dummies the ball back inside there. The big number 5, Anstey. Brewer with the ball again. He only knows one way, Brewer, and that's to take it forward, and he does. Well, that's a flat ball there. Lombardi with it, coming back towards the last breakdown to the left. Nice long ball there. Taken down. Not releasing there. The Sydney Northwest players taking their time to get there in support, and the Hunter side coming over the ball. That's good counter-rucking there by Hunter. He's called a... That's an odd decision there by the referee. He's having a really good game, is young James Ardern, but a couple of replacements coming on now for both sides. Big Peter Beetham's rejoining the fray out there. Dolly coming back on. Brewer, the captain, coming off. They'll miss him. So Darcy Searle out in the middle of the park as well, getting attention as we zoom in on Coach Fairfield, who is, of course, the Sydney Northwest coach, but just been made general manager of the Newcastle Hunter Rugby Union. So as we go out to the play, and referee just having a chat there with Searle, not happy with maybe a little bit of offside coming into play on that last breakdown, where I thought Hunter may have got the ball. But it's now a scrum here for Sydney Northwest. A big, deep backline set.
Crouch.
Looks like Hinsby's on as well for Sydney Northwest. Yeah, that's a good scrum there by Sydney Northwest, and nice flat ball as well to Park, who bounces off one and runs back to his forwards. Yeah, nice flat ball there to Meehan from the substituted 22 at Hinsby. Tui Tupou. He was damaging early on. Tui Tupou well, that's a good run there by Sydney Northwest, and they've got numbers if they can use it and straighten it up, but they're not straightening up it. Yes, they are now. Oh, and that's a good tackle there by Lalaga in cover, and that is a good, strong tackle, as good as you'll see at any level there by Lalaga, who just launched himself at the Sydney Northwest player, and looks like they've come up with it. Yeah, Beetham with the ball. Taking it in. Just caught a little bit flat-footed there, but nice and strong in the contact. It's been stolen off him, though. So Sydney Northwest looking to go on the attack again, and they do. The big number 18 in Bento. Meehan with the ball. He's been very good all game, Meehan. He shrugs off one, so they've got to take the ball forward off the back of the ruck there. Dolly with the ball. Nice flat pass. Tui Tupou shrugs off one. He's dangerous. And he gets taken down nicely, though, by the Hunter side. Oh, long ball out there by Robson. They've got numbers. He ducks under one. Oh, he nearly picks him up there. Could have found himself in trouble. Young Hamilton taking it in, and Robson with the ball. Oh, that's a good tackle there. James Lynch. That's going to be a penalty there, not releasing. So the Sydney Northwest side just not getting enough numbers to the breakdown. The Hunter side, though, they're up against it. They're in the lead. It's 7-0 here to Hunter in the white. But it's been all Sydney Northwest this second half. 15 minutes into it. And the referee just having a little chat here to Darcy Searle. Just having a chat to his troops and telling them to calm down a little bit. Nothing too much in it, though, I'd imagine. As his opposite captain now having a bit of a talking to as well. He'll talk all day, though, young Dimitri Isabov. Chippy, I think his teammates call him. Oh, that's off the back there. Tui Tupou. Looks like he slotted back into his preferred breakaway position. The ball coming out. Park at the back. Taking it nicely, taking some pressure off his forwards, but driven back nicely there by Robinson. Calling under. Dimitri's lurking. Ball in one hand, maybe have to secure that a little bit. Sydney Northwest, and they get numbers over at the breakdown, so good work. Hunter trying to counter-ruck, but to no avail. And here they go, the Sydney Northwest side. Meehan with the ball over the top. Tui Tupou hard to drag down again. Taking numbers on his back with him. The ball coming out. Nice ball. They've got numbers. In the corners, Hamilton looks like he scored. And yes, he has. The arm goes up from the referee, James Ardern, and that's a good try in the corner. The young halfback set to take the kick, of course. Matt O'Hara having a little break at the moment. Here he is, set for the kick now. Young Dimitri Chipizabov. Doesn't look like he's going to get the... Oh, it hits the crossbar and it goes over. I tell you what, that's one of the greatest things a kicker will see in the sport of rugby. Hitting the crossbar and just rolling over. Couldn't have hit it any sweeter, he'd be telling his schoolmates on Monday. As we go now, Searle with the restart. So the score locked here, 7-all. Nice deep kick there, and he's just got the goal from the sideline, but he's dropped it clean. Young Dimitri Chipizabov won't be happy with that. His teammates pat him on the back. It's not the end of the world. He's been very, very good all game. That's probably the only blemish today, and let's just hope it won't be costly. This Hunter side, though, looking to attack. They've got pretty much their full backline set. Looks like Bradford's playing there at outside centre. Xander on the blind side. He hasn't got much room to move, and taken well there by Dimitri Chipizabov. They're going to struggle to get this, aren't they? But they do get it and take the ball forward. The backline still set. Searle calling for it. Oh, and up nicely there, Meehan. Comes around, Searle dances, swats him away. Goes under one tackle. Setting the ball up right in front of the sticks. And here he is, Lalaga. Steps off his right. He's still standing, Lalaga. Taken down. Oh, could be a knock on. No. Copped a foot there, and that's going to be a penalty. He's calling for offside, and that's a quick chip there by Stafford, and Lalaga taking the ball forward. He's very, very close, but not close enough, and Big Beetham taking the ball forward. And he's been held up, Beetham. He's very, very dangerous from that far out, Beetham. He is a big, big boy as well. Hard to stop from 5 metres out. As we go now to the scrum, the Hunter side looking to exert some more pressure here. Searle just talking to his back line, so look to see Lalaga come in from the back here. Ball likely to go to Bradford with players coming around him.
9 purple, watch your feet, 9 purple.
Yeah, nice scrum here by Hunter, but it's come out the back. Picked up there by Robinson. Robinson off the back. Set there, the ball goes behind. Thompson comes inside. Thompson, very, very strong, very dangerous. Stafford trying to move his players out of the way. He's caught in that breakdown now. And they pick and drive. This is what we like to see. Lalaga with it. Gives it to Searle, and Searle scores! That's a good try there by Hunter. Good piece of pressure building there. A couple of short balls from Lalaga to Searle. And that is a try, and that puts Hunter in the front again. 12 points to 7. There's a bit of a scuffle, but nothing doing. So the score now 12 points to 7. Kick to come. And the Hunter crowd is absolutely jubilant here at number 2 Sports Ground.
7.
So can Searle convert his own kick here and stretch the lead to 7? There's probably about 8 minutes to go now from the Bar TV clock. Of course, if you are listening at home, like us on Facebook at Bar TV Sports, and of course our YouTube channel, Bar TV Sports as well, or get in the game at Twitter at Bar TV Sports as well. This New South Wales Junior Gold Cup, of course, brought to you by the Waratahs. It's an absolute pleasure to cover the best of the best in the under-17s, future Wallabies, future Waratahs, and of course, future Super Rugby players. So much opportunity these days for young kids as he just swings it wide, the wing picking it up. The crowd lets out a groan in unison. So the score now 12-7. The buffer is 5 points. And here we go. That's a nice restart there by Sydney Northwest, but coming up, dropping it. It's gone backwards, but Sydney Northwest coming through. They're going to have to get over the ball. Hunter Stafford getting the ball out. Passing it now. They look to counter. Steps back on the inside. Bradford. Yeah, nice play there by Bradford. Kicking it downfield, the Hunter side. Bradford's in pursuit. He doesn't quite get to it, but cleaned up nicely there by Sydney Northwest. It's going to be a penalty, not rolling away, but great counter-attack, and it's a quick tap taken by Dimitri. The young halfback taken down there from behind. I tell you what, there's 6 minutes to go. The game is far from over, but Hunter now, great counter-rucking there, coming up with the ball, but the ball going behind, knocking on. It could be advantage played, and yes, it is. Not coming in straight there. The Sydney Northwest side.
Re-entry, use the gate.
As we go now, it's a penalty. The team's taking a breather, and so is the crowd. Everyone up, cheering both sides on. As we were saying before, the best of the best in Australian rugby in this New South Wales Junior Gold Cup. Of course, teams from everywhere, from Victoria, from Queensland, from the ACT, playing in this competition. And of course, country New South Wales. And here he goes, Big Beetham, winding up. But that's taken well there by Tui Tupou, but he does drop the ball. And here we go, if he can get the ball out there, Bradford, he can't. He's held up, he's going to have to get numbers around him. He's been rolled over. And he gets the ball back, though. Yes, it's Stafford, cheeky little box kick over the top. And he gets the ball away there, the replacement winger. Not many options, had to really let go of it. So the Hunter side now with another opportunity to put points on the board here at number 2 Sports Ground. The wind playing havoc with the line out all day. But that's a better one. Nice flat throw there. It's what you have to do in these blustery conditions. Oh, it's been taken there by Sydney Northwest as young Dimitri Gill. That's not the best looking kick, but it'll do. Gets up to halfway, and here's Lalaga dancing with the sideline. Looking to beat one, steps back on the inside. Gets the ball back in. If they can spread it, they've got the numbers, but no, that's a good tackle there. Bradford dancing, jinking, getting around one. Yeah, taking the ball into contact. Nice work there. They've got numbers. Dummies once. The try scorer from the first half there to Fauau. Ball spread wide. Searle dummies. He's been pretty good, Searle. He's made a break, Searle. He's taken down from behind. Gets the ball back, though. In support, Tom Underwood. Very well done by the front rower there. Little bit of push and shove there on him, back play. Spread wide. Robinson taken. Thompson with it. Thompson wrestling. Getting to ground. Good strength shown by Thompson. And the ball taken in. Settled nicely there by the Hunter. They're going to have to put some phases together. Suck some of this. Oh, little chip over the top. Didn't need to do that. Ball in hand, but referee was playing advantage. And the Hunter side, as you can see, they're out on their feet. They're on their haunches. And this Sydney Northwest side not giving up. Of course, we saw in the last game we covered for Bar TV that they scored right on the bell. So a team that never says die is Sydney Northwest. This Hunter side's going to have to stay alert. Keep tracking. Ooh. Referee reaching into his pocket, and that's a red card. Didn't pick up that one. Don't know quite what it was for, and he's been one of the best as James Lynch, as he's sent from the field. Unlucky there. But he has been probably the pick of the forwards today. Lynch. As we go now, we see Searle electing to kick for goal after that little discussion out in the middle. So it must have been what that little flare-up was all about a couple of phases back, out the back of that ruck before. It looked harmless to me, but James Ardern has had a good game out in the middle there, the referee. So now the Hunter side looking to extend the lead by 8. Score 12-7. Not long to go. By our reckoning, it's probably about 20 seconds remaining. The cell comes around the corner. Both sides have put in a brilliant, gallant fight here today at number 2 Sports Ground. It's been great running rugby. It's how junior rugby should be played and coached. And that's a good kick, and he's made no mistake there. And he's called full time here, referee James Ardern. The crowd has gone up. Coach Warren Badger jubilant on the sideline. The side goes up. Great display of rugby by both sides, played in the spirit of the game for the New South Wales Junior Gold Cup, of course. We're Bar TV Sports. I've been Gareth Wazick. Thanks everyone for tuning in today for our Waratahs, New South Wales Waratahs Junior Gold Cup match of the round. And we'll catch you next week. Bye for now.
Real guys, real sport.